This is the first module of chapter 3. The chapter 3 is devoted to approximation of functions. In chapter 2, we have described several interpolating methods to fit a parabolic curve for a given sample of points. In parabolic curve, the degree of the parabola is n if the number of sample points is n plus 1. It is guaranteed that the fitted parabola must passes through the given set of points. In this module, we shall consider another approach to fit a parabolic and non-parabolic curves. But there is no guarantee that the fitted curve must pass through the given sample points. But the errors or the sum of square of residuals must be minimum for the fitted curves. First we consider general least squares method. Let xi yi where I equal to 1 to n be the given data set, or we call it as a bivariate sample of size n. Our problem is to construct a curve of the following form: y equal to g of x, the independent variable, and k plus 1 parameters a0, a1 up to ak. These parameters actually identify the nature of the curves, and these parameters are to be determined using the least square method based on the given sample points. When x equal to xi, the ith argument, xi is the ith argument, the value of y obtained from the curve 1 is denoted by capital Yi. This value, that means the capital Yi, is called the predicted value or expected value or observed value of y. In general, it is the approximate value of y, that is erroneous value of y, and it is obtained from the fitted curve. Whereas small yi is the exact value of y. So this diagram actually illustrates the given points and the least square curve. In this diagram, the given set of points are drawn by blue color, and the approximate curve, here it is shown by a straight line, is drawn by red color. Note that few points lie on the curve and most of them are outside the curve. The point xi yi is shown by dotted line. The length of the dotted line is the actual value of y. That means this is the actual value or true value of the given set of points. The length of the dotted line between red curve and the x-axis is the predicted value, and that one is capital Yi. The residual Yi minus capital Yi is the length of the dotted line between the red curve and the point xi yi. The predicted value of yi is given by the equation yi equal to g of xi and the parameters a0, a1 up to ak. In general, capital Yi, that means the predicted value, and small yi are different, as the predicted values does not necessarily satisfy the curve 1, that means the predicted value does not lie on the curve. The difference small yi minus capital Yi is called the residual corresponding to the point x equal to xi. Now the sum of square of the residuals is denoted by s, and it is given by the following expression: s equal to summation over I equal to 1 to n small yi minus capital Yi whole square, which is equal to summation over I equal to 1 to n small yi minus g of xi comma a0 comma a1 up to ak whole to the power 2. The values of the parameter a0 to ak are determined by least squares method in such a way such that s is minimum. Note that s contains k plus 1 parameter a0 to ak. The value of s will be minimum if del s del a0 equal to 0, del s del a1 equal to 0, del s del ak equal to 0. So this is the sufficient conditions for minimum of S. So this is a system of k plus 1 equations, and this system of equations are called normal equations. Let the solution of this k plus 1 equations for the parameters a0 to ak be a0 equal to a0 star, a1 equal to a1 star, and dot 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 ak equal to ak star. That means a0 star, a1 star and ak star is the solution of the above system of equations, and these are the values of the parameter, and these are called the estimated value of the parameters, and these values are determined in terms of the sample points. Then the required fitted curve is y equal to g of x, a0 star, a1 star up to ak star. Now the sum of square of residuals is determined from the following equation: s equal to summation over I equal to 1 to n yi minus capital Yi whole square equal to summation I equal to 1 to n yi minus g of xi a0 star, a1 star up to ak star whole to the power 2. So this expression gives the total amount of errors or sum of square of residuals. Now let us consider a simple case of the general least square method. Here you consider a straight line y equal to a plus bx. Let xi yi equal to 1 to n be a given sample of size n. In this case, the sum of square of residual s is given by s equal to summation yi minus yi whole to the power 2 equal to summation over I equal to 1 to n yi minus a minus bxi whole to the power 2. Here a and b are the unknown parameters. The normal equations for this is are del s del a equal to minus 2 summation yi minus a minus bxi, which is equal to 0, and other normal equation is del s del b equal to minus 2 summation yi minus a minus bxi into xi equal to 0. Now after simplification, these two equations reduce to summation yi equal to na plus b into summation xi. Second equation is simplified as summation xi yi equal to a into summation xi plus b summation xi square. The solution of this equation is b equal to numerator is n into summation xi yi minus summation xi into summation yi, and denominator is n summation xi square minus summation xi whole square, and a equal to 1 by n into summation y minus b into summation xi. If b is obtained from first term, then we can calculate the value of a using equation 9. The expression of b can also be written as b equal to numerator is summation I equal to 1 to n x minus x bar into y minus y bar, and denominator is summation I equal to 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square, where x bar is called the mean of x, that means x bar equal to 1 by n summation xi, and similarly y bar equal to 1 by n summation yi, this is the mean of y. Let a star and b star be the values of a and b, that means after solving this equation 9 and 10, we get the optimal value of a star and b star. Then the fitted straight line is y equal to a star plus b star x. Now I consider one example to illustrate the least square method to fit a straight line. Let 2, 2, minus 1.5, minus 2, 4, 4.5 and minus 2.5, minus 3 be a sample. Use least square method to fit a straight line of the form y equal to a plus bx based on these sample points and estimate the total error. So in this case, the sample size is n equal to 4 because the number of points is 4. The normal equation for this straight line are summation y equal to na plus b into summation xi and second equation is summation xi yi equal to a into summation xi plus b summation xi square. The values of summation xi, summation yi and summation xi yi are calculated in the following table. The first column represents the value of xi, second one represents the value of yi, third column represents the value of xi square, and fourth column represents the values of xi into yi. And sum of xi is 2, sum of yi is 1.5, sum of xi square equal to 28.50, and sum of xi into yi equal to 32.50. So, using these values, the normal equations are transferred to 1.5 equal to 4a plus 2b and 32.5 equal to twice a plus 28.5b. The solution of these equations is a equal to minus 0.2023 and b equal to 1.1545. Thus, the fitted straight line is y equal to minus 0.2023 plus 1.1545x. So, this is the final fitted straight line for the given sample points. Now, we calculate the errors. The first column represents the values of x, second column represents the value of y, third column is the predicted value capital yi. These values are obtained from the fitted curve, and last column is the square of residuals. And the total sum of square of residual is 0.0415. Hence, the sum of the square of the residual is 0.0415 and this value is close to 0. So, we can say that the straight line is the best fitted curve for the given sample points. Now, we describe a method to fit a polynomial curve of degree k. Let xi yi I equal to 1 to n be the given bivariate sample of size n. The problem is to fit the following polynomial curve based on the above data. Let y equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus dot 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 plus akx to the power k be the polynomial curve of degree k. Let capital yi be the value of y when x equal to xi obtained from the curve 12, and capital yi is called the predicted value obtained from the curve. The sum of square of residual is s equal to summation over I equal to 0 to n yi minus capital yi whole square equal to summation over I equal to 0 to n yi minus a0 plus a1 xi plus a2 xi square plus dot 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 plus ak xi k whole to the power 2. As in previous cases, the normal equations are given by del s del a0 equal to 0, del s del l1 equal to 0 and up to del s del ak equal to 0. So, these are the normal equations, and after simplification these equations become n a0 plus a1 summation xi plus a2 into summation xi square dot 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 plus ak into summation xi power k equal to summation yi. And similarly, second equation is a0 summation xi plus a1 summation xi square plus a2 into summation xi cube plus dot 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 plus ak summation xi power k plus 1 equal to summation xi into yi. And finally, the k plus 1th equation is a0 summation xi power k plus a1 summation xi power k plus 1 up to plus ak summation xi power 2 to the power k equal to summation xi power k yi. So, this is a set of k plus 1 linear equations containing k plus 1 unknowns a0, a1 up to ak. Let a0 equal to a0 star, a1 equal to a1 star dot 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 ak equal to ak star be the solution of this system of equations. Then the fitted polynomial is y equal to a0 star plus a1 star x plus a2 star x square plus dot 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 plus ak star x to the power k. Now we consider a particular case of polynomial curve fitting. We consider k equal to 2 and this polynomial is known as the second degree parabolic curve. Then the curve is known as parabolic curve or a polynomial of degree 2. Let the equation of the parabolic curve be y equal to a plus bx plus cx square, where a, b, c are unknown parameters and their values are to be determined by least squares method. Let yi be the value of y when x equal to xi obtained from the curve 16. That means yi is the predicted value of y. Therefore, yi equal to a plus bxi plus cxi square, and the sum of square of residual s is summation I equal to 1 to n yi minus capital Yi power 2 equal to summation over I equal to 1 to n yi minus a minus bxi minus cxi square whole to the power 2. The normal equations are del s del a equal to 0, del s del b equal to 0 and del s del c equal to 0. After simplification, these equations become summation yi equal to na plus b summation xi plus c into summation xi square. Second equation is summation xi yi equal to a into summation xi plus b into summation xi square plus c into summation xi cube, and the third equation is summation xi square yi equal to a summation xi square plus b summation xi cube plus c into summation xi power 4. Let a equal to a star, b equal to b star and c equal to c star be the solution of the above equations. Then the fitted parabolic curve is y equal to a star plus b star x plus c star x square. Now let us consider an example to illustrate the quadratic curve fitting. Now problem is fit a quadratic polynomial curve for the following data set. For simplicity or to reduce the arithmetic computation, we transform the x values by the formula u equal to 5 minus x. And let the quadratic curve be y equal to a plus bu plus c u square, where u equal to 5 minus x. For this problem, the normal equations are summation y equal to na plus b summation u plus c summation u square. Second equation is summation uy equal to a into summation u plus b into summation u square plus c into summation u cube. And third equation is summation u square y equal to a into summation u square plus b into summation u cube plus c into summation u to the power 4. Now all the calculations are shown in the following table. That means first column represents the values of x, second one represents the value of u, third one is y and so on. And the sum of the values of u is 0, sum of y is 67, sum of u square is 60, sum of uy is minus 62, summation u cube is 0, summation u square y is 438 and summation u to the power 4 is 708. So using this set of values, the normal equations are 67 equal to 9a plus 0 into b plus 60c. Second equation is minus 62 plus 0 into a plus 60b plus 0c. And third equation is 438 equal to 60a plus 0b plus 708c. Now solving this equation, we get b equal to minus 1.033, a equal to 7.632, c equal to minus 0.028. Thus, the fitted quadratic curve is 7.632, this is the value of a, plus minus 1.033 into u plus minus 0.028 into u square. After simplification, that means after substituting the values of u, we get y equal to 1.767 plus 1.313x minus 0.028 x cube. So this is the fitted quadratic polynomial for the given set of data. Now we consider another type of curves called the geometric curve, and obviously it is a non-polynomial curve. Let y equal to a into b to the power x be a geometric curve where a and b are the parameters. Taking log on the both side of the equation 18, we obtain log y equal to log a plus b into log x. For simplicity, we assume that log y equal to capital Y, log x equal to capital X, and log a equal to capital A. Using this notation, the above equation reduces to capital Y equal to capital A plus b into capital X. For this purpose, the given sample xi yi is to be converted to capital Xi and capital Yi, because the normal equation contains capital Yi and xi are the sample points. The value of a is then determined from the equation a equal to e to the power capital A. If a star and b star are the estimated values of a and b, then the fitted curve is y equal to a star into x to the power b star. So this is the fitted geometric curve for the given sample points. Now we consider an example to fit a geometric curve of the form y equal to a into x to the power b from the following data. Let y equal to a into x to the power b be the geometric curve, and a and b are the parameters. By taking logarithm both sides, we get y equal to a plus small bx, where log y equal to capital Y, log x equal to capital X, and log a equal to capital A, as in discussed in previous slide. The normal equations for the curve y equal to a plus bx are summation yi equal to n into capital A plus b into summation capital Xi, and second normal equation is summation capital Xi into yi equal to capital A into summation capital Xi plus b into summation capital Xi square. The necessary values are calculated in this table. First column and second column represents the original values, and third and fourth column are the converted values of x and y after taking logarithm, and fifth column is the values of x square, and last column represents the value of x into y. The sum of capital X is 4.78749, sum of y capital Y is 10.81076, sum of x square is 6.19947, and summation of xy is 12.42708. So using these values, the normal equations are 5a plus 4.78749b equal to 10.81076, and second normal equation is 4.78749 into a plus 6.19947b equal to 12.42708. So solving this equation, we get capital A equal to 0.93180, b equal to 1.28496. Then small a equal to e to the power capital A, which is equal to 2.53907. Thus, the fitted geometric curve is y equal to 2.53907 into x to the power 1.28496. So this is the final estimated geometric curve from the given set of sample values. We have described least square method to fit a parabolic and non-parabolic curve. Now we consider a modified least square method called weighted least square method. In this method, each sample point is associated to a weight. This weight may be a real number or it may be an integer. The weight may represent the number of repetitions of a sample point, or it may represent the importance of a particular sample point. First, we consider a straight line. To explain the weighted least square method, let y equal to a plus bx be the straight line to be fitted for the sample xi yi where I equal to 1 to n. Suppose that each sample point xi yi is associated with a weight wi where I equal to 1 to n. The wi is a real number. In general, we have taken wi is a real number. Let the predicted value of y at x equal to xy at x equal to xi be capital Yi. Then the error for the ith sample point is small yi minus capital Yi, and the sum of square of residuals is s equal to summation over I equal to 1 to n wi into yi minus a plus bxi whole to the power 2. Note that the wi factor is included in this method. Like previous cases, for the minimum s, del s del a equal to 0 and del s del b equal to 0. These are the normal equations. And for this case or for this straight line, the first normal equation is minus 2 summation wi into yi minus a plus bxi equal to 0, and second equation is minus 2 summation wi into yi minus a plus bxi whole into xi equal to 0. After simplifications, these equations reduce to a into summation wi plus b into summation wi xi equal to summation wi yi, and the second equation is a into summation wi xi plus b into summation wi xi square equal to summation wi xi into yi. So these are the normal equations, and solving this equation we can find the values of a and b. These are the unknown parameters. And now we consider the following example to illustrate the weighted least squares method to fit a straight line. Now we consider here three types of problems. The first problem is fit a straight line for this data without taking the weight. Second problem is fit a straight line by considering the weights of the sample points 316 and 621 as 6 and 15 respectively. That means the points for this case, the weight for this case are 1, 6, 15 and 1. And third problem is fit the straight line by considering the modified weights 20 and 30 for the sample points. Let the straight line be y equal to a plus bx. Now for the problem A, that means to fit the straight line without considering the weights, the fitted straight line is y1 equal to 9.2000 plus 2.0667 into x. Now we consider the weights to the sample points. The first normal equation is a into summation wi plus b into summation wi xi equal to summation wi yi, and second normal equation is a into summation wi xi plus b into summation wi xi square equal to summation wi xi yi. In this case the weights are 1, 6, 15 and 1. Note that the first and last sample point with the same weights, these are 1 and 1. Now the calculations are shown in the following table. The first and second column represents the x and y values. Third column represents the value of weights 1, 6, 15 and 1. And the sum of weights is 23. Sum of w into x is 117. And summation of wx square is 675. Summation of wy is 448. And summation wxy is 2430. So using these values we obtain these normal equations, which are 23a plus 117b equal to 448, and second equation is 117a plus 675b equal to 2430. The solution of these equations is a equal to 9.8529 and b equal to 1.8921. Thus the fitted line is That one is denoted by y2, which is equal to 9.8529 plus 1.8921x. So this is the fitted curve for the second problem. Now we consider for the third problem. In third case, the weights are 1, 20, 30 and 1. The calculations are shown in the following table. In this case, the summation of W is 52, summation of W into X is 249, summation of W X square is 1341, summation of WY is 987 and summation of WXY is 4992. Then the normal equations are 52A plus 2049B equal to 987 and 249A plus 1341B equal to 4992, and the solution of this system of equations is A equal to 10.4202 and B equal to 1.7877. Hence, the fitted line is y3. In this case, we denote y as y3, and y3 equal to 10.4202 plus 1.7877x. So we have considered three straight lines. One is denoted by y1, and y1 is obtained without taking the weights, and y2 and y3 are obtained by considering two sets of weights. Now we calculate the errors for each of the three cases. First and second column represents the values of x and y. Third column represents the value of y1 obtained from the first curve y1, and fourth column represents the values of y, and the value of y is obtained from the curve y2, and next column represents the value of y3, and then the sixth column represents the absolute values of y minus y1, that means the residual for the true value y minus y1. The y1 is obtained from the first curve, and next column represents the absolute errors or residuals for the curve y2, that means absolute value of y minus y2, and last column represents the residuals for the curve y3, that means y minus y3. Now the sum of square of errors. For the first curve, the amount of error is less, and in this case we consider no weights for the sample points. In second case, we consider the medium weights, and for this case we see that the amount of error is medium, and for the last case we consider more weights and observe that the amount of error is more compared to the other cases. The three lines are drawn in the following figures. The first line y1 is drawn by blue color. Note that this line passes through the end points, and the second line y2 is drawn by dotted green lines, and this line is close to the middle points, but this line is far away from the end points, and the third line y3 dotted by small dotted line, and this particular line is very close to the middle points but far away from the end points. We have described the least square method to fit a parabolic and non-parabolic curve. Also, we have described the weighted least square method to fit a parabolic curve, and this method can also be used to fit a non-parabolic curve. In weighted least square method, each sample point is associated to a weight. This weight may be a real number or it may be an integer. It is observed that by increasing the weight of a particular point, we can force to the curve to pass through that particular point. So this is the interesting case of weighted least square method.